Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Crazies. Today we'll talk about NBA players who almost died. Let's head into it. Number 2, Bobby Hurley.
Anderson, another great feed to Mackey. Yes, and a foul.
The Duke Blue Devils did not create a lot of NBA stars for all of Coach K's success in Durham. Although, like Zion Williamson, there have been a few notable exceptions. Most players have fallen short in the pros. For instance, Bobby Hurley spent only 5 seasons in the association, averaging less than 4 points per outing. However, Hurley's not your prototypical NBA bust. A few months into his professional career, the guard almost died in a tragic car accident.
Perfectly utilizing the screen. Great look, that superb quickness that he had.
His game was never the same when he managed to return to the hardwood. Bobby Hurley failed to make too much of an impact once he struck the NBA hardwood. The guard showed plenty of star potential before joining the professional ranks though. During high school, Hurley buzzed onto the stage, playing for his dad's St. Anthony squads. Bobby Jr. had become a top college recruit by the time his time in New Jersey came to a close, and caught the eye of Mike Krzyzewski and the coaching staff at Duke University. Hurley made his way to Durham and joined the Blue Devils. His star only kept rising there.
He set Hurley up with the big screen. We should make mention, you saw at half,
averaging 12.4 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 7.7 assists per outing. The guard spent 4 years on the team. He also appeared in 3 Final Fours, won NCAA tournament titles back-to-back, and made the first team All-American squad in 1993. Hurley seemed poised for professional success on the back of that college career. The Sacramento Kings apparently agreed, selecting the guard with the 7th overall pick in the 1993 NBA draft. Heading into the NBA season of the 1993-94, Bobby Hurley probably expected that proving himself as a pro would be his biggest challenge. Within a couple of months though, the guard would be staring at death.
Too quick here. Too quick here. He says, no, Palmer, you can't catch me in this.
When tragedy struck, Hurley was driving home from a game on December 12, 1993. The guard was making a left turn when Daniel Weiland's station wagon plowed into him, as documented in an Associated Press report that ran in the New York Times. Hurley didn't wear a seatbelt and was thrown out of the car. Hurley suffered a severed trachea, 2 collapsed lungs, a broken left shoulder blade, 5 broken ribs, a small compression fracture in his back, a torn anterior cruciate ligament in his right knee, a fractured right fibula, and a sprained wrist.
Anderson, when you can play, you can zone, you can play diamond and one.
According to an ESPN post about the accident, while a surgeon noted that 99 out of 100 people would have been killed by those injuries, the guard survived.
Look, the Newbell doesn't deliver it, but he does, so he gets it right back.
Hurley missed the rest of the season, but the following year, he returned to court. Although the guard's playing career never started, after the 1997-98 campaign with a career average of 3.8 points and 1.1 assists per outing, he was never the same player and retired. The fact that he survived, let alone played basketball again, was impressive in his own right. However, Bobby Hurley was not exactly excited about the prospects of retirement. "I was very frustrated and could not retire and leave on my own terms," the guard told Forbes' Sean Devaney. "Everything just stops when you retire. Everything that you've done all your life. I needed some other experiences in life, so I had to deal with some demons by just being able to get away. Maybe. And getting away is what he did. Exactly." Hurley eventually returned to the hardwood after getting engaged in horse racing and spending time with his kids. This time though, he was going to be coaching, not playing. Hurley started working out with his brother Dan at Wagner College. They then moved to Rhode Island together before Bobby struck out on his own and took over the Buffalo University squad. Prior to accepting a job as the Arizona State head coach, he spent 2 years with the Bulls. Bobby Hurley, coming out of Duke, seemed to be destined to be an NBA star. It's not a bad plan B though, to cheat death and become a successful college head coach. Number 1, Nikola Vucevic.
On the floor for the Magic. Vucevic tips it in and a foul on Dwayne Wade.
Nikola Vucevic has become one of the best centers in the NBA over nearly a decade. His individual numbers have been outstanding, despite playing for a team largely known for disappointment. At present, in the suspended NBA season, he is having one of the best years of his career. However, almost all of this did not happen, as Vucevic narrowly escaped death in a tragic train crash that killed 47 people. NBA fans probably think of Vucevic as the prodigy of basketball in Montenegro, the one-time All-Star, born in Switzerland and raised in Belgium.
Vucevic count the basket and
learned what it's like to go from place to place early on. He focused on the NBA when he realized he could use his enormous size for basketball.
large, especially the best shooters. Good entry pass, and Vucevic will have a 3-point.
Vucevic was only a child who was well behaved. Janet Noble, his friend and former mentor, spoke with the Orlando Sentinel about how soft-hearted he was going to California's Stone Ridge Preparatory School as a child.
Vucevic drops the hammer.
Vucevic impressed Noble with everything he did, despite the culture shock and the language barrier. I do not know at such a young age. It's terribly difficult for these children to be so far away from home, but he was able to do just fine and attain academic competence to the point of being prepared for his university life. Noble, per the Orlando Sentinel, said he had impeccable manners and he was very aware of others. That level of awareness to that degree was something that distinguished a young person.
Let's get that one. Vucevic drops the hammer on Drummond.
Vucevic learned English, traveled the world, and prepared himself for a professional career. Then, when he was 15, he almost had his life ripped away. Vucevic and his basketball team were on a train in 2006, reports ESPN. Something felt wrong, and Vucevic and his partner were looking for someone to explain it. The train moved quickly and out of control. Eventually, the Magic Center and his co-worker found the conductor of the train. He told him that they should prepare for the worst. The train crashed into a ravine moments later. This was how he expected to die, according to Vucevic. He closed his eyes, preparing himself for the worst, but he was able to open them up again when it was all over. In the crash, 47 people died, but Vucevic survived. In his life, this marked a turning point. He told ESPN about the ordeal. You understand that once you're so close to your life being almost done, you value things more. You're more appreciative of the chance you have. Fortunately, the car with Vucevic stopped before it fell down into the river below. Vucevic told ESPN, "I was so young that I didn't really realize that it could really change the way you look at life. As years went on and I got more mature, I was so close to the end. You look back on it. This helped drive him to be the best he could be. And 14 years on, he's one of the best big men in the NBA." Vucevic shows 9 years into his career why he belongs to the NBA. He has called Orlando home for 8 years. After a disappointing rookie season in Philadelphia, Vucevic, one of the best young prodigies in the league, is a double-double walker. He was finally rewarded in 2019 for his efforts. Not only did he have his first All-Star game, but since his rookie year, at the end of the Sixers bench, he played in his first significant playoff series. Vucevic had a rocky road from the court to the NBA, filled with tragedy. He can take all the negativity now, as an adult, and use it to make himself better. That tragic train crash may have forever changed his life. Fortunately, he squeezed a good one out of it. What do you think about these two NBA players? Do you know that they almost died? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.